We're going to be talking about how to design your career blueprint. And part of the things we're going to be tackling is one, by the end of this, our engagement, I want us to have a professional aspiration. If we don't have one, if we do have one, then I want it to be aligned to our values. Then two, we're going to be tackling practical strategies that we can use to develop our career. So whether that is networking or work-life balance, all that. Yeah. And then three, because life happens, challenges come here and there. We don't live in a silo. We're also going to be tackling how then we can overcome our career challenges. Yeah. Now, question to everyone. I know we're almost New Year's. Last year, when the clock struck midnight, I was very busy under the table with my 12 grapes eating. I know. I was very busy eating my 12 grapes before it struck 12:01 a.m. Right? How many did it? No one? Did it work? Yes, it did. I'm happy to report that 9 out of 10 of the things that I wrote actually came true. And the 10th one is actually 50%. So it actually does work, right? It sounds a lot of woo woo, but you're going to see it's backed by science. Yeah? So back to New Year's again. Did you know that 90% of the billions that we are actually drop our New Year's resolutions before the year begins, before actually we meet mid of the year? In fact, it is within the first week of us setting those New Year's resolutions plans that we drop them. And I want to grant us space because it is okay. I mean, when you look at life happens, right? We are wired, like Obea said, right? We are wired to seek instant gratification as opposed to over delayed rewards. We are also, like I said, life happens. We're busy. We're moms. It's a long day. We are partners. We are fast-born daughters. That syndrome of all that. There is also fear. For some, there is a fear of rejection. There is a fear of being seen. There's a fear of disappointing our own self. Then for some, it is imposter syndrome. And this is always, it has a negative connotation to it. But with imposter syndrome, if you know how to harness its energy, it can actually work as a propeller rather than being a deterrent. Then, for some, I think most of all of us really fall into the discomfort because you want to change your reality. And change is always uncomfortable, like a bear said. Right? Am I getting it correct? Yes. Like a bear said, change is always uncomfortable. And we need to learn how to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. That is where change happens. So, given all those reasons, the system is obviously designed to set us up for failure. So don't beat yourself up. It's okay. But what you're going to be learning today is how then we can set ourselves up for success. So do you all have SMART 2030 goals? By show of hands? No? It's going to be interesting. Okay. Morning routine? Anyone? Yay. Anyone? Awesome. Awesome. Is there anyone who's willing to share? What do you do the moment you open your eyes? From you're in bed, you've opened your eyes. What do you do? Yes.
In the last 2 months, I wake up at 5. I do nothing for 10 minutes. Nothing, like literally nothing. Just breathe. I then do morning papers. So ideally is you take a blank sheet of paper and you write what you're feeling. Anything. This is therapy mandated. It's good to mention. So I do like whatever I'm feeling, I can do 1 or 2 papers and then I tear them. Again, therapy mandated. And then after that, I do hot lemon water, a glass, again 2 months. And then after that, I do my workouts. And then after that, I do my makeup. And then after that, I go kill the world.
Awesome, awesome. That's so great, right? That she started by doing nothing for 10 minutes.
She asked me if I shower.
I wanted to ask you that. Do you shower? Who else wants to give it a go?
So just my morning routine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I wake up. I used to wake up at 5:30. Then I realised I was shattered. So I decided let me wake up when I like, which is naturally around between 6 and 7 with the sun. I always leave the curtain open so that the sun wakes me up naturally. I usually pray before I open my eyes. Then I get up and make a cup of green tea. I go and sit with my journal. So I journal whatever I'm feeling. I have a daily reader, 2 daily readers that are biblical, and then I will run. So that's my, and then
Morning routine.
shower and all that.
Awesome. And you do that every single day,
Every day.
right? Like
Wherever
it's
I am
automatic.
in the world,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. It's become, I've realised over the last, I've done that for about 4 years. So wherever I am, the most important thing I have to have is a green tea, my journal, a pen, and a Bible, and I'm good.
Awesome.
And some trainers to run. Yeah.
Awesome. Also, I don't do well. I'm not a morning person. Who else wants to give it a go? One last person. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Ooh.
Hello everyone. So first, I used to not be a morning person. Like I used to get cranky. But in religion-wise, morning, if you wake up in the morning, pray, it's like your day is blessed. So I started to like get used to that. I wake up around 4:30, pray. After prayers, around 6, get to my workouts, just stretch.
Yes.
And then prepare myself for the day and head to work. So I don't do any journaling. I'm very out of that. But I'll try.
Yeah. And look, you don't have to do journaling. I don't do journaling. I cannot for the love of God. So what I do, I wake up and the first thing that I do is I have Joe Dispenza's meditation, guided meditation. So that's the first thing that I do for 15, 20 minutes. And the days that I'm in my autumn, I do 15 minutes. On the days that I'm feeling really good, 30 minutes. Then I go take a shower, brush my teeth, and then go to the gym. So what you're going to see is that, like she said, our daily actions form our habits. And as Gautama Buddha said, is that we are what we think. We're going to get a little bit philosophical here. So bear with me, yeah? So our thoughts and our emotions create our reality. Because the minute you wake up, some people, and I used to be one of these some people, so 10 p.m., I'm done chasing a client, I'm waiting for his or her feedback the next day. The first thing that I do back then is that I open my Instagram because it's there, I sleep with my phone, bad habit, sleep with my phone. I wake up and go into my DMs, who is texting, who has replied, what not. I respond. And then if I was anxious the night before, I'm going to start my morning anxious because I'm rolling it over, right? So what the meditation does for me, and for some people it is prayer, for some people it is meditation, for some people it's just sitting quiet, is that I am present and I'm aware of my thoughts and I'm aware of the power of my thoughts. So my thoughts, right, all of us, thoughts and emotions create our reality. So what that means is that we can, if we wanted to, we can change our reality by changing our thoughts. And because thoughts are the language of the body and emotions are the language of the mind, right? Thoughts are the language of the mind and emotions are the language of the body. We then have the power to change our reality. Cool thing about beliefs is that they are prolonged thoughts. So the self-talk that we have over a long period of time until it becomes our truth. And what is it that they say about truth? It is subjective. So it doesn't have to be, truth isn't, it's very subjective. It's dependent on one person to the other. Okay, cool. So hence the reason as to why it's super important to understand your why. And the bear did mention in terms of capturing the values. So why is your goal important to you? And I love that no one here had like a goal, right? 2030 goal. So you're going to go into we're going to do an exercise to kind of help us come up with that. And it is visualization, right? So you're going to start by figuring out our 5-year goals. So can I get a volunteer, please? One person. And yeah, it calls for us to be brave. Any takers? Yes. I want you to think of a time when you were living your best life. Yeah, you have it? Could you please share?
I was living my best life probably around two years ago, when I was first here in Kenya. I remember swimming in a pool, and I suddenly realized that I had made happen what I wanted to happen, which was I was somewhere warm in the sun. I was here for philanthropy work, and my business was making money without me having to do anything.
Awesome. So you're here in philanthropy, your business was making money. What is it about that time that made you feel great?
I think I felt great because I realized that the hard work I had put in for the previous 2 years had come to fruition. And I had always been told that you have to physically work and be employed to make money. And I was swimming in a pool with payment notifications coming in, and they weren't big at all, but I really didn't care. It was the first time I was like, okay, this is possible if I want it to be, if I try. Yeah.
Awesome. So you're swimming, money is coming in, right? Amazing. I love that. What's important? Why is that important to you that you're able to just sit and have money come in without you necessarily working hard?
So it made me feel like a sense of achievement, and I think it made me feel secure, but it also gave me the freedom to do what I actually want to do, which is help people. Yeah.
One last question. Why is freedom important?
I think freedom is important for me because I don't like being told what to do, and I get to live in God's purpose for me rather than the world's expectations. Yeah.
Awesome. Can you give her a round of applause? So, if this were a one-on-one coaching session, I would then want to delve deeper into this freedom, right? So, who are you when you're free? What are you doing when you're free? What are you driving? What are you eating? How are you presenting to the world when you're free? Because that there is a value word that you've spoken about, and you've expounded it into being your own sense of purpose and what God has put you on earth to do. So the reason as to why having a why is important is because, like I said, life happens. It happens to every single person of us, right? So when life gets hard, your why is going to be your grounding factor. And you need to have your values, or rather your goals, aligned to your why. So who's ready to do an exercise and be vulnerable? I felt shivers. I guess let's give it a go. So, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. I don't know. Close your eyes, look up. Just not be distracted. Okay. Because I meditate, I find it closing my eyes easier.
Alright.
Which one do you find easier?
I'll close my eyes.
Close your eyes. Awesome, cool. So let's start.
Brenda.
So hi, Brenda.
Hi.
So you want to achieve financial security.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
I just want to,
live comfortably without worrying about things like, day to day, oh, where is this money coming from? What am I going to have to, am I going to have to sacrifice in order to make sure, I'm all right financially? Yeah. So, yeah. Basically, just live, wake up, live your life, do the things that make you happy, go out in the sun, have a coffee, touch the grass, walk around, read a book,
Yeah.
then maybe do some work, but not that, this whole focus of, you have to work 24 hours, 48 hours, hours a day just to, get by. That's not for me.
And why is that important to you?
I don't know why it's important for me. I just feel like that's not why we want put on. I feel like we're here to, it will help you discover your purpose, maybe, enjoy the things that you think are valuable to you. And I think for me, I value quiet, I value, time in nature, and the way the world is set up right now, it doesn't allow me to enjoy these things.
Yeah. So having the time to go for a coffee,
Yeah,
sit and just relax.
exactly. Yeah.
So I want to talk more about who you are when you have financial security.
Okay. I don't know. I'm calm. I'm more, in touch with yourself emotionally. You're more available. You're more friendly. You have more. Like I'm able to make better connections with people because you're not thinking, how can this person help me or what can they do for me? You're just genuinely enjoying, maybe spending time with people and just doing it because it's there to be done. It's not, there's no end goal that is commercial or I don't know,
Yeah.
corporate or something like that.
So you're forming meaningful connections.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to dig deeper a little bit for me.
Yeah.
What are you doing when you have financial security? Let's do a little bit slower then.
Okay.
What are you wearing when you have financial security? What is Brenda wearing?
Some loose flowing coveralls.
Yes.
No suits, no high heels, nothing. No shoes.
No shoes,
No.
loose clothing.
Loose, yes.
Where are you when you have
On my
financial
farm.
security? On your farm.
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
With my 20 cats. Yes.
Also,
Yeah.
so what emotions are coming up?
Peace, joy, contentment. Just content. Yes.
Peace and joy.
Yes.
Are you with anyone other than your cats?
Not necessarily. No. No.
Awesome. So you're in your farm
Yes.
with 20 cats,
Yes.
feeling peaceful.
Yes.
What then did Brenda do to get there?
Brenda worked herself off for God knows how long. She invested all her money. She did not
Invested.
spend on frivolous things. She did not waste time doing things that were not necessary. She did not waste time on Instagram and on Twitter.
Yes.
She got maybe into talking to people who can help her. She got a coach. She went to therapy as well so that she could get her emotional state in order and balanced. She got a wealth manager as well so that someone to show her how to invest the money so that she actually has a plan and she can see the money coming in and what she's saving, what she's spending. Yeah, and she actually invested in friendships that would actually help her achieve that goal by talking to people who maybe have the same aspirations. Yeah.
Interesting. I'm going to end it there because of time, right? So what did you do? You had a wealth coach and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
So what did you do in year 4? Then you also come up with the action plans. Then what did you do in year 3? Then in year 2? Then in year 1? So what do you need to do now? And then I would want us to go back to the 12-week plan. So we would then break it down into quarter goals. So what do I need to do now in order for me to get me there? But at the end of the day, You already know, you already have a roadmap, right? What do you need to do? At year 4, in 2029, you already have that.